Welcome to Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notification bell and you'll be advised of our future videos. I woke up this morning in Peggy's Cove. It was beautiful. The weather was a little calmer than I would have liked. I would have liked to see a little more wave action, but you get what you get, right? There were lots of people there already. I went around and took a few shots around the village. Got a few shots of the lighthouse. I must say I've had better results here in the past, but still it was a lot of fun. It's quite a nice place. It's something to see. I got some shots of the lighthouse and the water in the foreground. A few different angles on things. A few waves. Would have been nice to see bigger waves, but still, it's pretty impressive. It's quite a nice lighthouse. Nice red and white. Beautiful. I love these rocks in front of the lighthouse. I remember many years ago with Tiger pulling my sons around over those rocks. That was a long time ago. Years. Sometimes with 4x5 camera and huge tripods and things back in the day. Now I'm in Alma, New Brunswick, and I'm watching the moon. Look at the clouds blasting by the moon. It's almost frightening to be out there, but it's pretty fun. Beautiful sky. There was a lot of smoke in the sky from the forest fires out in Western Canada, which affected the light on the beach here and everything. You can see the soot in the air. A lot of aerial perspective, more than I'm used to here on the beach. We walked these beaches many times, Brian, Fabi, Mary, and I, and Bella, of course. Bella loves it out on the beach. She has a wonderful time there. Sometimes we could let her run on the beach, but when there's people around, no, because she scares some people. This is something Brian has taught me, to photograph the foreground and the background together in a photograph. Beautiful hummingbirds. I had so much fun. I was sitting on the porch for hours photographing these hummingbirds. They're really tricky to photograph. They're so fast and they do the craziest things. Sometimes they were almost dive bombing me, flying around my head, and they sound like helicopters. It's pretty amazing. I got some nice shots of them, I think. Here's a fella putting on the brakes. I'm shooting at about 1,000th of a second at f2.8. It's a f2 lens, 300mm f2. It's pretty difficult to get the birds sharp, but it's practice. It's really zen to be sitting there and just concentrating, waiting for them to come in, and then try and get focus and get the shot at the same time. It's difficult because you can't focus. You want to focus on the eye and then recompose and get the shot, and it's really difficult. It's easy when they're sitting on something like this, even though they're only sitting there for an instant. But when they're flying by looking at you, it's hard to get the eye sharp. And that's what's important, to have the eye in the sharpest focus possible. The wings sometimes are moving. Hummingbirds are amazing. They love sugar water. You just put pure sugar water, nothing else in the water but just the sugar. There's one fella putting on the brakes. The hummingbirds do a lot of posturing with each other. Although there's lots of sugar water in there and there's lots of little outlets where they can get it, they seem to be pretty concerned that one or the other one might get a little more than the other guy. They seem Now, Alma has the highest tides in the world, from what I understand. The boats here, they're sitting on the bottom, and then when the high tide is there, they're right up at the top. It takes quite some time for the tide to come in. I don't think I was actually downtown and saw high tide there. I was just photographing the boats, mostly at low tide. I've got shots of them at high tide in the past. This was my last night in Alma. It was beautiful. We walked on the beach, we walked on the boardwalk, and we walked around downtown. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like and subscribe. When you subscribe, click the little notification bell and you'll find out about our future videos.